Brum brum. Mr. Saltibus.
Hey guys, it's Mr. Saltibus. I'm here helping Violin 2 folks with The Wizard of Oz. First of all, I see in the first measure there's a full measure of rest. So make sure you count. The time signature says 4/4 time, 1, 2, 3, 4. You rest and then come in with triplets. So triplets sound like this. I'm going to play a good part of it for you. This is what it's supposed to sound like. And that's up to measure 5. So let's start over. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 and then come in real slowly with the triplets. 1, 2, triplet, triplet. Start to slow down. Make sure when you come from the triplets to the duples, which are eighth notes there, you slow down. Triplets are faster than eighth notes, naturally. So when you play that, so I'll make my own metronome. And I only did about 5 clicks there, 4 of them being in that measure, and then the last one being on the first note of measure 5. Okay, so let's play that whole thing again slower, so that way you guys are hearing it a little bit more accurate. Play along with me this time, slowly. 1, 2, triplet, triplet. Okay, so now let's move on. Measure 5 is pretty laid out for you, pretty easy. So let's try it. It's a little slower. Ready, go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up bow here. 2. Stretch the 4. Then lower the 4. Then high 2, C sharp, C natural here, and that's going to be the tough part there, measure 10 and measure 11. Measure 10, you're going to need to play high 2 first, then open, 3, low 2. You can either raise your high 2 to C sharp, but then you got to play low 1. So the notes in measure 11 are C sharp, A sharp, which is technically B flat, so low 1. Then you have B natural again, and then B flat. So A sharp and B flat are the same exact notes. If you want to note that in measure 11, you probably should, because C sharp to A sharp is going to be a big leap. That's what it sounds like, okay? Alright, so that little line there with the dot, curved line, looks like a small slur with a dot. It's called a fermata. That fermata means to watch the conductor and hold. That conductor will tell you then when to stop or when to continue. So if the conductor waves his hand to stop, then you stop. If he tells you to continue, then you continue. But it just really means to look at the conductor and stop. Really pause what you're doing and then hold that note, okay? So I'll show you. So you're coming at measure 10. And then you look at the conductor and then count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 13. Sorry, 13 goes like this. 1, 2. sure you pluck with the left fingers here. Try it with the ring finger. It's a little easier than the other fingers, just because it's a little closer to the bridge and it's a little stronger than the pinky. Okay, so start measure 13 with me. So it goes like this: 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, try that again slowly. Watch how I'm making high 2 on the D string and low 2 on the A string. You need to notate that. High 2 on the D string, F sharp, low 2 on the A string. The reason why we have now low 2s instead of just C sharps, measure 13, circle the key signature change. There's a natural for the C sharp and there's still an F sharp there. So you need to circle that area saying, okay, look, there's now a key signature change. Okay, so let's try that again. Let's try it with me slowly. 1, 2. Okay. The next part, the cellos are going to come in da, da, da with a rhythm like that. So you need to rest. The little 2 lines there at the top means caesura, and it means to completely pause. So you'll hear pluck, pluck, and then everyone pauses. You just wait. You come back in with a rest. That's the first thing. You're going to hear someone else play while you are resting on that pickup to measure 15. So here we go. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Short rest. Okay, so there's a couple of issues here. Pick up to 18, that's going to be like this. So let's practice that slowly. I want to say rest because on the 4th beat of measure 17, there is a rest. It's an 8th note rest, so you got to come in on the and of 4. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And 1, and. So when you come in on the and of 4, you got to come in nice and strong. Try it near the middle, lower half here, so that way you're prepared to make a real big down bow after that. Okay, so now let's try it together slowly. I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4. You come in on the and with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so now let's continue. Measure 20 seems pretty easy. It starts with a down bow. So it says there, the suggestion is use your 3rd finger, then 4th finger in the middle of the measure. 3rd finger, naturally, 3rd finger looks like this, where 1st finger is E, 2nd finger is F sharp, 3rd finger is G, and 4th finger is A on the D string. Since these guys, they want you to play the G sharp with the 4th finger, instead of using the 3 and raising the 3, keep the 3 there because you're going to need it there. And then move the 4 back to the 3. So these 3 fingers are going to be touching. 2, 3, and 4 are going to be touching in this measure. Notate that in measure 20. It's supposed to sound like this. So you're just making those fingers touch in that measure. So after that, the next hard part would be measure 22. So you want to make sure that the triplets here, and it's not really difficult. You just got to watch the notes because the notes will trick you up and make you play something incorrectly. One of them being the E flat versus the B natural. E flat is low 1 and then B natural is regular 1 but on different string, right? So start that with me real slowly. F natural, low 1, E flat, right? F natural, G, A, regular 1st finger, B, and then D. And then set together. And try not to make that last note long like that because it is an eighth note, so you want to make it short. Okay, I'm going to play that whole section again for you. This is from measure pick up to 15 to measure 22, the end of measure 22. So here we go. Ready? Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Short rest. And then there goes the caesura again. You're going to need to wait. The next part is a pick up to 23, which is a rest on on the fourth beat. Okay, the cellos are to come in ba 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 again. So what you're going to need to do is also rest there while they're playing that. So use your ears to listen for them. Okay, and then they come in. So we're going to have two rests because we're starting at the end of measure 22. Rest, rest. Are at the tip here. Rest. Use your fourth finger to rest. Rest. Watch this rhythm. Okay, try that with me slowly again. This is the two notes before 26. Two notes before 26, the eighth notes there. Okay? Now you try it with me slowly. Ready, play, go. Sorry, that's my fault. Try that again. Ready, and play, go. Again, ready, and play, go. Watch the rhythm. You have two eighth notes that start you off. Then you have a dotted eighth note with a 16th note. So remember the rhythm is ba 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 ba. You're going to hold that higher note a little longer than the other notes. Just like that. Okay? Make sure you're playing that. If you're having trouble with it, just listen to it a couple times and get it in your head. Okay? The next part is going to come like this, up bow. Low 4. Make sure you're playing that low 4. It says to play 4 because you cannot play A flat with any other finger. You're not going to play it on the A string because after A, the only thing is to go up higher, which is A sharp. So to lower it and to figure out that note, play your fourth finger regular. Your regular 4, and then lower that just closer to the 3. Again, remember, we're doing this whole thing again, where the F sharp is here, is high 2, 3 is G, and then G sharp, or technically A flat in this situation. So measure 28. Watch out for the low 2. Please mark that. Mark that right now. That low 2 will get you. So 28, there's a C natural, not a C sharp. It's the fourth note in measure 28. Okay? And then the last note of measure 28 is high 2, F sharp. So you want to make sure you get those two correct. So low 2 on the A string. Remember we made that key change back at measure 13 with the C naturals now instead of the C sharps, like in the beginning. Okay? Okay, so continue. Here's measure 28 again. Slowly. Ready, play. Make sure you're playing the low 2 again. And then when you get to this A right here at the end, the last two notes of measure 30, so you're going to go, it's okay to use fourth finger, or open, sorry, but I want you to play that short. It says the staccato. And then play long. So, alright, so this is what it sounds like. I'm going to start at measure 30, right on it. so practice it so it sounds like that. Alright, so I think this is a good opportunity to sort of review back what we've done so far. So far we've covered measure 1 through 30, okay? So I'm going to start at the beginning. You can play along with me. Listen the first time though, that'd be a good time, and then rewind and then play along with me, okay? So I'm going to start from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that again because you got to watch out for the triplets. 1, 2, think triplets, triplet, triplet. Count here. 1, 2, a little slow down. 3, 4, a bow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then lower the 4. Back to high 4, high 2, low 2 here. And then look at your conductor. Wait. Open, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Wait. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Short rest. Rest, rest. 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 Low 2, high 2. So practice that first for a couple minutes. Make sure you get all those things we talked about down. Watch out for the low 2s. Those are the ones that are going to really get you. The low 2 on the A string, the low 2 on the E string, and the high 2 on the D string. For right now, that's a good practice session. Get that down first, and then we'll start with measure 31.
Vroom, vroom. Mr. Saltibus.